Okay, good evening, guys.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, let's pray first. Anna, could you lead us to pray?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank
Everybody,
you.
let us bow our heads and feel the presence of the Lord in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Holy Mighty One, let your love flow out for us. Open up your mercy so that we may grow and learn it, to serve our fellow men and to remain grateful to you. Amen. Thanks to the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Good evening again, guys. Uh, uh, Everyone, how are you? So I hope you all guys doing okay. And we will start our new discussion today. Are you ready? So here is pre-class thinking. Before we start, I need you think three questions. The first one is what is passive? Second, when will we use passive? And how to distinguish passive and active? The active and passive forms of the present simple and past simple. Okay. Okay. Let's have a review. Before we go into our new topic, I'd like to ask you some questions about our last lesson, our last discuss. So, in our previous course, we discussed modal verbs, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, what is modal verbs? Who can answer this question? What is modal verbs? Anna? Hello, guys.
Hello, sir.
Hello. So,
Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs, also called helping verbs. It adds meaning to the main verb in a sentence by expressing possibility, information, or ideas. That was our previous lesson, sir.
okay. And next question: what modal verbs What modal verbs have we learned? Anna, can you answer this question? Hello, guys.
Sir, I think they are having a problem with their connection, with their internet connection.
Okay.
Sir, I'm so
Yes.
sorry, my connection is so bad.
Okay. Okay. So I repeat my question. What modal verbs have we learned? Do you know the answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yesterday we discussed about modal verbs, including may, might, and could.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So I think you have all learned about modal verbs. So let's start our discussion today. And here is three questions. Please be mind and please think about this. And here, uh, so here is a sentence. In this sentence, uh, we, uh, we will discuss the passive, and this sentence have typical passive in this sentence. So we will think about what is passive and when will we use passive, how to distinguish passive and active, also study the active and the passive forms of the present simple and past simple. So look this sentence. This is a very simple sentence. Uh, could you guys guess which one it is? Which one is passive in this sentence? Which part is passive? Okay, in this sentence, the passive is was built, and
Yes, sir.
yes, was built. Um, Here is another other two examples. First one, somebody built this house in 1930, and this house was built in 1930. Do you know which is passive and which is active?
Sir,
Yes.
I think the first sentence is the active one, and the second sentence is the passive.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Anna. And
Thank you, sir.
so we can find that although the two sentences are expressed in different ways, but they both express this house. Um, this house was built in 1930, right? So
Yes, sir.
uh, here, okay, there is other other examples. So look at this sentence. Somebody built this house in 1930. So which word is subject and which is object?
Sir,
Yes,
the subject is somebody, and
object.
this house is the object.
Yes. So in this sentence, this house is object. But look at another sentence. In this sentence, this house is transferred subject, right? This house was built in 1930. So through these two examples, we can know we use an active verb to say what the subject does. Like this. May I ask? May I ask who can read these examples for us? And
Sir,
yes, and
all the examples, sir.
yes.
My grandfather was a builder. He built his house in 1930. It's a big company. It employs 200 people.
Okay, thank you, Anna. So these are examples for active, and let's move on next slide. So when do we use the passive? And look at these examples. We always use a passive verb to say what happens to the subject. Here is the example. This house is quite old. It was built in 1930. 200 people are employed by the company. So, do you know how to distinguish and use active and passive right now? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let's talk about next part. When we use passive, we will find like this. When we use passive, uh, who or what causes the action is often unknown or unimportant. Let's look example. A lot of money was stolen in the robbery, and in these examples, we know somebody uh, stole a lot of money, but we don't know his or her name. Uh, what this sentence is trying to tell us is that a lot of money has been stolen, rather than emphasizing who stole so much money. And another example: is this room cleaned every day? So, is this room cleaned every day? From this sentence, it is expressed that somebody cleaned it. There is no emphasis on it. But if you want to say who does or what causes the action, you can use this. This house was built by my grandfather, and 200 people are employed by the company, right? It's also passive. Just we mentioned the uh, name, we can use by. So, okay, let's move on next part. We will study the active and the passive form of the present simple and the past simple. Here is present simple. Uh, for active, we always use verb. We always use verb plus s, like cleans, says. So example, somebody cleans this room every day. And here is passive. We use am is are and clean same. Here is example. This room is cleaned every day. Okay. So may I ask anyone who can give me a example for passive using used in present simple? Who can give me an example? Make the sentence. Hello, guys. Okay, I think have some connection problem. Okay, move next part. Uh, Past simple. So we use passive in past simple like this. Active. If we use passive in active, so we need to use verb like clean, saw. Example: somebody cleaned this room yesterday. And if we use passive, we need to use word, and cleaned, same. Example: this room was cleaned yesterday. Okay. So till now, do you have any questions, concerns, guys?
None, sir.
Okay, and now we will start our practice. So here I listed 4 questions, and you use the passive to answer this. Okay, I will give you 2 or 3 minutes. Later, I will call someone to give me an answer. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Are you done? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Who can answer the first question?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir can answer.
Okay. The first one.
It, it's a big factory. 500 people are employed there.
Okay. Very good. Next. Anna, can you answer this?
Yes, sir. Number 2, most of the Earth's surface is covered by water. The answer, sir, is covered.
Okay. Thank you. The third. The roof of the building belonged in a storm a few days ago. Who can answer this?
Sir,
Yes.
so the roof of the building was damaged in a storm a few days ago.
Okay.
Was damaged.
Okay. Thank you. Last one.
Sir,
Yes.
we were driving along quite fast, but we were overtaken. Lots of other cars were overtaken, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's move on our summary. So this lesson is very simple and basic lesson of passive. And our next meeting we will talk another part of passive. So here is a summary. I want who want to be a volunteer to read this summary for us.
Sir,
Yes.
we use an active verb to say what the subject does. We always use a passive verb to say what happens to the subject. Who or what causes the action is often unknown or unimportant. If we want to say who does or what causes the action, we can use by.
Yes. So this sentence and this sentence is different between active and passive. Uh, so thank you guys. Also, we often use the passive in our life, but it is not easy to uh, understand the passive. So I hope you guys can continue to practice. Okay, and also please complete the quiz one at the most convenient time. I already posted on our cheat class. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for your joining us today, and see you tomorrow. Stay safe.
See you tomorrow, sir.
Okay. Thank you.